What is up, everybody? Rod J back again with another reaction here on the Reaction Channel. Thank you for tuning in to check out this video. And this is going to be one that was requested by a good amount of people. It is going to be a look at Dave and Panic Attack, which he did live back at the Future Festival back in 2017. Looking forward to getting into this one. I've been really impressed by what I've seen from Dave, so hopefully you guys enjoy. As always, look forward to seeing your comments from the video. Let me know what you guys think of it as well. And that being said, let's go ahead and get into this one. All right, so we got a nice little piano setup here again, which is always great. I mean, he's a hell of an artist, so seeing him put something else down with the piano is pretty cool.
I bet them boys think I'm panicking, itching to see how I handle it when snakes start rattling. Calm, I can show you about harm. Put blades into palms, half the length of my arm. I end up in a station and I'm staring into space like a mannequin in Clark's. I ain't panicking, I ain't had a random change of heart. Cash points and cannabis, you cocaine snort if you think I got caught. I'm kicking like a stallion. I lived in a yard and my mommy tried hard for all the things that I wanted, but my money was inadequate. I'd probably be killed by my cousins back in Africa if they knew I risked my hot food and resources every day to dress nicer on a camera. I don't need your input or your managers. Forget him and his lame job. It's been 2 years and you're sitting in the same spot, chilling in the same blocks. Me and you are different. You talk about beef while I plan your route home. I run up in your safe spot and leave the place taped off. It's deeper than a name drop. Real problems don't need discussions. I fear God and not repercussions.
Wow, he put a lot out there in that beginning. You know, you listen to him, and it's really poetry emotion. The way he's actually laying down the tune here, and then what he's putting out, the words over it, it's pretty much. And I've used this with him before. It's like watching an artist actually work. He's very in tune from the words he's putting out into the flow with the music, that it really balances well together. The imagery that he draws up as he goes through the lines is just so poignant. I mean, as he's talking, you can imagine the things that he's actually talking about. So that's the cool thing. He has a great talent for having a visual wordplay as he goes through the things that he's actually doing, which I really enjoy about him.
I'm only angry at the choices that I didn't make. I don't regret what I did, but what I didn't say. And for this money, I'm on a different wave. That's why I ain't written in his will when I say that I'm on his estate. It comes to arms, well, I got an entourage like Vinny Chase. This ain't Chirac, we don't need a 38, just two young G's, one night pouch and this little blade in through.
I laughed at it just because, you know, he says not like Chirac. I'm like, so over in the England, UK, you guys know about Chicago too.
Chirac, we don't need a 38, just two young G's, one night pouch and this little blade. And if you lived that day, give thanks to your God, cause there isn't one prayer mummy didn't say. Still wonder what my dad would say. And it's a mess, I just wanted us to bond like Sean Connery, Daniel Craig. No first steps, nah, my daddy couldn't see me cry. I'm still searching for the reason why. I was 6 months old, I bust up my mum, no home, struggling to get him in like a legal high. We're so volatile, look over the reasons why people die. Man, this beef never sleeps or slides. Man are dying over minor violations. That's why I keep the beef and the bread separate like TGIs. They touch us, we pay them back like it's PPI. Let's ride, get animated like CGI, dead being a hype man. I'll settle for his right hand, you can't buy heart, remember. Hawkeye, you think these undercover cars could get us? Well, that I can't spot the bacon in the past in Vectros. Don't you find it funny that I study law and still recruit young fraud stars like I'm Harvey Specter? I'm hot-headed, I swear that I had a dream though. A young fire before I'd spoken with Avellino. Nowadays, music's got my schedule looking hectic. I ain't got a timeline and Travolta with Tarantino. Look, I ain't slacking. It's money over passion, I mean passion over money. Hate this money with a passion. Money's just a paper, I got value in my assets. I got value in my mental. It's me, Fraser, 169 on instrumental. I swear that I'll make it rapping. Even if it kills me, I swear that I'll make it happen. My digital piano till my hands bled, literally. I was smashing keys till my fingers grew callous. How could I fear rappers? I feel words, hear colours, defeat challenge. Give thanks to my synesthesia. I ain't a rapper, I'm a bloody genius. And when I see you, don't panic. Remember what you said on the roads, there's no lacking. I don't
The thing I run into when I try to react, at least thus far, with the stuff that Dave does, and a few other artists the same way. As you guys know from watching the videos, is you get so brought in to what he's saying or she's saying if it's a female artist that you don't know when to really jump in there. He's got a lot of poignant parts that he actually drops out there on different pieces and kind of relating back to pretty much like struggles from the street, relating it back to him coming up. These different visual ideas and pictures that come together. You're like, when do you jump in? When do you comment on it? Because you don't want to break up the flow. That's the one thing that, you know, he brings at is just like, you just are enamored by what you're hearing that you kind of want to just stick with it. But great, again, poignant pictures that he draws visually with the words he's actually using. I mean, you talk about a wordsmith, he's definitely a wordsmith on that level. There's not many words that he uses that get thrown away. So just about every word he has in it is linked to drawing an image of something. There are no like just words to be in there. And that's one thing that you'll see, you know, the times that I've been involved in listening to hip hop growing up here in the States to where it got to where it's at, all kind of things. There's times you hear songs that it's just like, well, do you really need that in there? Do you really need that in there? It's kind of like sometimes words are just thrown out there to be words, but the delicacy on how he actually puts his things together is like a artist, again, making a masterpiece. It's just every little thing counts, and he's very conscious of it. At least that's what I get through the music from hearing him put this stuff all down as well.
My fingers grew callous, how could I fear rappers? I feel words, hear colours, defeat challenge, give thanks to my synesthesia. I ain't a rapper, I'm a bloody genius, and when I see you, don't panic. Remember what you said on the roads, there's no lacking. I don't want to see you draw for your boot, there's no time. I'll jump out the passenger side and there's no traffic. Catch you with your girl, your mum, you do the same. So we'll take you to an inch of your life through your chatting. Just make peace. I used to let disrespect slide to make peace. Now it's like I'm stuck in two minds to my reaction, cause my pride and my ego turned giant like James Dean. I'm a mess, right? And if that catty doesn't, the third time with no strings attached like a test drive, I'm telling her I'm cutting in the next 5. All communication breaking down like an enzyme. Seconds, the most precious commodity, I invest time. I was late every day straight for 3 years. Guess that's 2 ways that I could never make a deadline. I was out in Power League, no reef, camel in the rain, hell.
I love how he's hitting those keys on the piano too. It's like it just brings another level to what he's actually spitting out here. And it's almost listening to it, if you listen to just the keys, and when he goes from the higher notes to the more stronger notes, it's like you feel like there's like a thunderstorm or something. There's something underneath it all that's rumbling that he's trying to get out, that it's just like bubbling up. I mean, it's great from the word aspect, but it's even great from the tone aspect that he sets with the piano.
Every day straight for 3 years. Guess that's 2 ways that I could never make a deadline. I was out in Power League, no reef, camel in the rain, hell sleep with my football on a deadline. Scraping by on pennies, trying to link a jersey on my 85-20 and I couldn't link one. Squares was a game, had me all stressed, got finessed by my main and he didn't get touched. Had me sitting there. Think about my people and the times that we missed. Like, have you ever lost love? Have you ever had a guy that would die so you live in a cage, kept away from your brother and your mum? In my world, you're unsure to the people you can trust. When you lose the only person that was there from the jump, I'm as humble as they come. And I ain't changed from the knife and the cipher to the shotgun shells in a party with a pump. Ask Edom, ask Paddy. With squares as strikers, but I'm more like Ebro over Barney when it's beef, because I hardly ever run. I've got pride. I see man running for their life, get caught. Now they're covering their heart and their lungs with their arms on his ones, because his right hand panicked. I don't even blame him. You seen a man scream while he bleeds on the pavement, guts in his hands, civilians with tissue putting pressure where the pain is. The panic as you fade in, blocking out sound so your body shuts down when your organs start failing. Knife crime dangerous, next day famous. Give it 6 years, they won't remember what your name is. Everything changes when your case is irrelevant. And all the guys who claim they would ride in your name looking lost, them boys don't have half the heart to settle it. I've seen a whole class end up dead or in jail. Ask Scales about times he was chilling with my brother in the chicken shop opposite the entrance to Tennyson's. Everybody's dying, but nobody's rising up a Remington. We've got Shanks and false hope, everybody's selling it. You ain't getting rich quick trying to sell big bits. Too lazy to work, so you want to own a business or a clothing line. No vision, you can't cut corners in a line of life. Karma's like the tightest vice, I'm running on my own. CCTVs in your hands, bro, they've got it on your phone. If they catch me going home, looking for another young rapper to expose and probably cut him from the scene. Cause with the evidence they gain, I'm getting more than just a soul. I ain't living for the gram, man, I'm snitching on a cam. If I hit him, then I'm done. But if he dips me, he's the man, I can't win. There's no way I'm handling that. If I run, then I'm a neat. But if I don't, then I'm a fool. So on road, I'm looking happy. But I'm screaming in my head, having panic attacks. It got me anxious. I'm two wrong responses from a shanking at any given time. I've been there and done that on many different nights. And that's probably the reason I got many different rhymes. I'm really living life.
Wow, that was pretty incredible. That was like a thesis. That was just so kind of gripping and detailed that it hooked you in from the beginning and took you all the way through as you pretty much went on this vision with Dave throughout that whole track. It wasn't like you were sitting there watching like a rap artist perform. It was like you were more sitting at a concert hall and watching an orchestra perform. I mean, literally, you could feel the change up of the different sections, the timing of the piano coming in, the taking of the piano out for him doing the vocal parts, basically just the spoken word aspect of it, that the whole thing itself is kind of a gripping thing. I mean, Dave is an incredible artist. I'm glad you guys put me on to him. I'm looking forward to actually checking out more of the stuff that he actually puts out there. But again, to be a younger cat like he is, he's got some great knowledge and he sees things in a very mature way for his age, I would say, and is able to have this art, this genius to kind of bring things together in a way that just entraps you. So, very nice one from Dave. Panic Attack. Let me know what you guys thought of it by leaving a comment in the comment section. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that thumbs up as well. And if you want to see more and you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe, hit that alarm bell. That way you're notified as I put these out. And I will look forward to catching up with you guys next time. Y'all have a good one. Peace.